Dr. Sandy, what does healthy parenting look like?
I talk about the fact that stress is a very big issue in children's lives today. If you think about it, there's a lot of pressure that's placed on children, pressure to be good on the field, for grades, to be socially popular, to be physically attractive. Huge pressure placed on the children, and so they do feel a lot of stress, and this affects them in all kinds of ways. So healthy parenting is about making sure that we are creating an environment that is as stressless as possible, understanding that life does have stress and pressure in it. I talk about inflammatory parenting and non-inflammatory parenting. So what do I mean by that? Obviously, the non-inflammatory parenting is what healthy parenting looks like. What I mean by inflammatory parenting is that it's the kind of parenting that unintentionally and unconsciously is increasing stress in the child. Just, I guess, by the way in which the parents communicate with the child, the kind of words that they choose, the language they choose, their tone of voice, the look on the face, the body language, can in fact raise stress hormones in the child's body and brain and affect the child's behavior. So that would be called inflammatory parenting. And as I said, nobody is doing that intentionally or consciously, but we do need, as moms and dads, to understand, what do I look like? How do I show up when I am being inflammatory, being an inflammatory parent to my child? The other side of the coin is non-inflammatory parenting. So non-inflammatory parenting does something completely different to the child's body and brain. It actually stimulates healthy neurochemistry, like things like dopamine and oxytocin and serotonin and endorphins, all the wonderful neurochemicals that the children need in order to be able to learn easily, to love life, to behave positively, and to feel good about themselves. And I think it's a pretty new concept for a lot of parents that me as a mom, I can actually stimulate neurochemicals in my child's brain, healthy neurochemicals, by the way in which I speak and the things I say, how I say them, also by the ability to connect, to really connect with my child, because connection has the most amazing chemistry attached to it. So children who feel like they are in a connected relationship are children who have healthy bodies and brains and are responding to the world with resilience and confidence. Healthy parenting, therefore, is non-inflammatory parenting. And once again, it does require the ability to sit back and say, so do I show up as a non-inflammatory parent? Do I have the skills? Because actually, there are skills attached to being a non-inflammatory parent. The first skill I've just mentioned is the skill of real connection. And the second skill is the skill of being present, being absolutely present with our child. So, healthy parenting means parenting, which means non-inflammatory parenting, which means that you're stimulating all the healthy neurochemicals that you need in the child's brain, and the benefit to children is just enormous.